Welcome to Bunny Care. Properly cleaning the kennels is one of the most important things we do for the health and safety of the rabbits. When you come in to clean, you don't need to worry about where to start. You just look for the sign that says, please clean the room. You'll start here, notice the number, and clean the next 6 kennels in number order. When I first approach the kennel, the first things I'll check are the kennel number and the kennel sign to make sure I'm aware of any notes that are specific to this rabbit. Once I open the kennel, I'm going to check for the rabbit and make any observations that I need to note. And then I'm going to gently pick up the rabbit with one hand under tummy and one hand under bottom so they feel secure. And I'm going to place them in a carrier that I have prepared so that they can be tucked away safely without escape while I clean the kennel. So I'm now going to remove all of the items from the kennel so that I can clean them and put them in their proper location. I'm going to take out the bowls, the litter box, I'm going to remove the house, and I'm going to remove the mat. The mat, I'm going to attempt to fold it in on itself so that I can contain as much of the debris that's attached to the mat as possible to make the cleaning process a little simpler. The mat is going to be shook out in the compost bin. So I put this right over top or down inside if there's space. Shake this out. And then I place the mat into the laundry bin. For this one, it will go in the regular kennel mat bin. If we were cleaning a quarantine kennel, it would go into the quarantine bin. We're going to clean the litter box next, so I'm going to put on my gloves. The first thing I do is simply dump the litter box into the compost bin. That will remove most of the litter. I'm going to take our small animal cleaner that's safe for the rabbits, and I'm going to spray a good amount into the litter box and let it sit for just a minute. Once it's sat for a minute so we can break down the enzymes, I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe out the litter box. I'm going to refill the litter box with 1 full scoop of litter from the litter bin. It should cover about half to 2/3 of the litter box. I'm going to put a big handful of hay right here on this side of the litter box, and then I'm going to leave that until I've got everything cleaned in the kennel and I'm ready to return it. I'm going to take the bowls that I pulled out of the kennel and I'm going to wash them out so that I can return the same bowl to the same kennel. So we've got a little soap in there. We're going to rinse it out. I'm going to switch back to cold water, and I'm going to fill the bowl completely, as much as I can fill it, and still be able to carry it safely over to the kennel so that the rabbits have plenty of water in between cleanings. I'm going to dry it out with a paper towel so the food doesn't get wet. I'm going to come here to the food area, and I'm going to get 1 scoop from our scooper and put it directly in the bowl. If there's more than 1 rabbit in the kennel, we'll put additional scoops for however 1 for each rabbit. We're also going to quickly clean the Heidi house. So you can see it has a lot of gunk down in there. We're going to kind of shake it all to one corner so that we can easily remove. We're going to throw this all out, and then we're going to spray it to make sure that it's clean. Some of them like to sit on top, so it's important to clean all the way around. Now we're going to do the actual kennel cleaning. This one has a lot of debris on the floor, so we're gonna just take our little handheld broom and we're gonna sweep it all into the center area. I'm gonna put this in the compost bin and then we'll come back to spray out the kennel. I'm going to once again use my rabbit safe kennel cleaner and I'm going to spray a good amount on the whole floor of the kennel. Let that sit for a minute and then we'll wipe it out. Make sure that you get all the extra little bundles of hair and anything they've kicked over to the sides. I find it works best to kind of wipe it into the center, and then any excess that you need to pick up is a little easier to pick up with the paper towel at the end. We're going to come to our storage closet, remove the mat marked for the stacked kennels. That will be these green and blue ones. There's also a photo here to show you in case you're confused. It's important to use the right size. Otherwise, we will run out of mats to fit in each kennel. So now we've given this a chance to dry and it's time to reset our kennel. Put the mat in first, right in the center. We can return it to the kennel and we're going to make sure everything is put exactly back how it was set up originally. Unless noted otherwise, for this particular rabbit, the hide always goes on the left, the litter box goes in the corner on the right, the litter part facing the back corner and the hay facing out, so that they can hop in, use the bathroom in the corner like they like, and still have access to eat at the same time. We're going to return the bowls that are labeled for their kennel. We're going to make sure that they have a treat or some type of enrichment. The chew toy for Miss Savannah here. Return her from the carrier. Same process, picking her up, one hand under her tummy, one hand under her bottom so she feels secure, and we're going to sit her back down. After I've cleaned my first kennel, I'm going to double check the number. In this case, it's number 12, so I'm going to look for number 13 and clean at least 6 kennels. Once I'm completely finished, I'm going to hang this sign on the next kennel that needs to be cleaned so the volunteer who comes after me will know where to start.